Welcome back. I'm Anis Kisselbash from Mindful Sales Training, and you're watching the 30-day video challenge where I give you one dose of a nugget of wisdom every day in the month of September to help you lift your game. Today's question is about how do you overcome procrastinating prospecting? The other day I was supposed to write a speech. My deadline was a week ago, and it was on my to-do list. And every day I kind of ended up pushing it off till tomorrow, and then the next day came along, I was going through my tasks, and there it was again, staring me in the eye, and I kind of pushed it over to the next day. And then I continued kind of pushing it over because far more pressing issues caught my attention, like scrolling through Instagram or organising my Evernote files or reaching out to certain people. Anyway, I eventually got around to doing it, and here's the funny thing. Once I got into doing the task, it took me about 15 minutes to actually get into it, I was flowing. I was enjoying it. I was feeling inspired. And then by the end of it, I was pleased with what I did. And by the end of it, I thought to myself, oh my God, why did I put myself through that? Those few days this week procrastinating. Well, I could have done it and go on with something else. Now, I caught up with procrastination expert Piers Steele. I interviewed him a few months ago. And he told me that procrastination is a motivation issue, right? So imagine this is procrastination, and there are 3 elements of motivation that require to get you over procrastination. And they're called expectancy, time, and value. And the one that I'll just focus on one today, but the one that might refer to you is the expectancy issue. And one of the reasons why we procrastinate is because we expect to not do a very good job. We expect to fail. And this typically happens when you're a novice in something. For example, in sales, you might not be very effective initially, so you tend to procrastinate it more because what you think, you just expect to fail. That's basically what I was doing with my writing, and I sometimes do because I expect to not do a very good job. It was never my strong suit. I'm getting better. So here's how you can overcome it. It's one simple. Set process goals instead of outcome goals. I'll explain the difference. Now, in sales, an outcome goal might be revenue. It might be creating a certain number of opportunities, like create 5 opportunities today, book 5 meetings today, and so on. So those are outcomes, results. Process goals are more about doing the action, like making 10 calls, doing certain, so actual tasks that are involved. Now, when you're in sales, these are, of course, more valued than these types of process goals. But when you're first starting out, especially if you're new, focus on process goals initially. For example, set a process goal like make 10 calls. Simple, make 10 calls. As opposed to an outcome goal, which might be book 5 meetings. It's going to take more than 10 calls to book those 5 meetings, right? More like 30. Okay. So if you set that goal of make 10 calls, that's it. Every day, obviously do more, stretch it as you go along, increase those muscles, of those prospecting muscles, but just to begin with, once you get over that initial hump, and according to experts, it takes about 15-20 minutes to get over the hump and into a task. When you're in it, you'll be flowing, successes will start occurring, and then it'll be easier to stay longer, to continue doing it for longer, okay? So that's how you can overcome procrastination. In the blog, if you're looking at this on Mindful Sales Training below, you'll note there's a blog below, links to blogs on the interview with procrastination expert Piers Steele. Also, there's a review of his book, The Procrastination Equation. Highly recommend that too. Okay, if you're reading this listening on my YouTube channel, please head on over to mindfulsalestraining.net. Subscribe there, you'll get a bunch of goodies. And please share this. If you found value in this, please share it. Okay, and I'll see you tomorrow. This is Anis from Mindful Sales Training.